We were slaves unto Pharaoh in Egypt, and the Lord our God brought us forth with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm.
It is therefore our duty from year to year to celebrate this event and to tell the story of Exodus over and over again.
Indeed, to dwell and live on the story is a real mitzvah.
For the more we talk about it, the better we will understand what a terrible thing slavery is.
And we shall then try harder to help achieve freedom for ourselves, for our people, and for people everywhere.
The Torah speaks about 4 sons, one who is wise, one who is contrary, one who is simple, and one who doesn't even know how to ask a question. The wise son asks,
"What is the meaning of all the rules and laws and customs which God has commanded us?"
You shall explain to him all the laws of the Passover.
The contrary son asks,
"What is the meaning of this service to you?"
What a thing to say. He excludes himself from the group. Tell him plainly, because of what God did for me when I came out of Egypt. Say me and not him, because had he been there, he would not have been redeemed.
Ouch! That's what I call tough love.
Old Testament style.
Does this mean I don't get to eat?
We're just role-playing, Ratso.
The simple son asks,
What is this?
You shall say to him, with a strong hand, God brought us out of Egypt from slavery.
I was just pretending to be stupid. You don't have to dummy the answer down for me.
It's just role-playing, Serge.
and the son who does not even know how to ask a question, you must begin for him. As it is written, you shall tell your child on this day, this is done because of that which the Eternal did for me when I came out of Egypt.
Now, let us tell the story of our ancestors. Long ago, our forefathers, Yosef, son of Yaakov, saved the land of Egypt from a great famine. After Yosef's death, there arose a mean Pharaoh.
Pharaoh's like a king of Egypt, right? I saw it in a cartoon.
Right. This mean Pharaoh forgot about Yosef's health and oppressed and enslaved Yisrael and forced them to do hard labor under harsh taskmasters.
Talk about ungrateful.
Oh, it gets worse. To further keep our people down, the mean Pharaoh ordered that all the Jewish baby boys be drowned in the Nile River.
Harsh.
But God did not forget our ancestors. He sent them Moshe, our great leader and liberator, who led them out of Egypt. Our ancestors, Amram and his wife, Yocheved, had a baby child. And when he became too old to hide, they put him in a basket and laid it in the reeds in the Nile. And there Moshe was found.
What happened next was the Pharaoh's daughter found the baby in the reeds and decided to adopt him.
Was she mean like her daddy?
No, she was a very nice girl.
So Moshe grew up in the Pharaoh's court and grew strong and wise. And in addition to his Egyptian teachings, he learned the language and culture of his true Jewish heritage. And he saw the suffering of his enslaved people, but he didn't know what to do. Then God called upon Moshe and commanded him to plead with him that slavery was wrong, that Pharaoh should let the Jews leave the land of Egypt.
You go, Moses.
And then Moshe warned Pharaoh that if he didn't let his people go, a series of terrible plagues would befall the Egyptians. But still, Pharaoh ignored Moshe's plea.
Stupid Pharaoh.
10 horrible plagues befell the Egyptians. The Seder tradition is to dip your finger in your wine or grape juice and spill a drop on your plate as each one is mentioned. Let's say the plagues together.
Blood, frogs, vermin, beasts, pestilence, boils, hail, locusts, darkness, slaying of the firstborn.
Wait a minute. I understand the boils and blood and locusts, but what is so plagueful about a frog? A frog is a good thing.
Well, I'm sure if they were having just one nice, polite frog come over for dinner like this, it would be okay. But there were thousands of frogs everywhere, falling out of their cabinets, eating all their food. It was bad for the frogs, too. People couldn't walk around without smooshing them.
I still don't like being called a plague.
What happened next was...
Is that Elijah?
I don't think so. come in.
Hi, everybody.
Here comes Bobby Conn, the 11th plague.
That's not so nice.
Come on, Ratso, what's your problem?
You just irk me, that's all.
Well, I love you, Ratso. And I write a song about the plagues that I thought you'd all like to hear, and I'm here to perform it.
Well, that's very nice of you, Bubbler. Don't you think so, Ratso?
I guess.
Why don't you stand over there in the disco room so we can all see you, okay, Bobby?
Wow, I didn't know you had a disco room, Rabbi.
Why so shocked? Is there something in the Talmud against doing the hustle? Take it away, Bobby.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Well, old Moses, he came down from the mount and said to the Pharaoh, set my people free. And the Pharaoh said, no, I like your Jews as slaves. I like you living in my little caves. And Moses said to God, oh, what can be done? And God just said, I'm a bush, I'm a bush. But I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send some plagues on you. A plague of frogs, a plague of bricks, a plague of sticks, a plague of dogs, a plague of stones, a plague of bones, a plague of bees, of some disease. Oh, but the meanest one of all, the meanest one of all. Oh, I'm gonna take your firstborn son. I'm gonna take your favorite one. I'm gonna take your firstborn son. I'm gonna take your favorite one. 'Cause it's the angel of death. Passover. Passover. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do when you're a poor little Jew? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do when you're just a little Jew? Well, I tell you what we do. We take a lamb and we kill it. Oh, we drain all this blood, we don't spill it. And we put it in a bucket and we take a brush and we paint a big red X on our door. We paint a big red X on our door. And the angel of death don't come around no more. The green, green fog don't seep under the door. The angel of death won't come around no more. 'Cause it's the angel of death. A Passover. Passover. The angel of death. A Passover. 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 Passover.
Hey, Bobby, see. Man, that guy rocks. He's the coolest. I'm sorry I ever called him a plague.
Nice attitude adjustment, Ratso. So here's what happened after all those plagues. The Pharaoh said, rise up and get forth from among my people. You and the children of Israel, go quickly. And they went quickly. They didn't even have time to make food. They just made bread dough and carried it in pans on their heads and let it cook in the sun.
That's using their heads. So they did get away?
No thanks to Pharaoh. He sent his army after them. And then, one of the most famous parts of the story, God helped our ancestors get across the Red Sea by parting the waters. But after they got across and the Pharaoh's army followed them, the waters returned and drowned them.
Whoa, that's deep. At the beginning of the story, Moses is supposed to get drowned, but he doesn't. And then at the end, it's the Pharaoh's people who do get drowned. They flip the script. That's an amazing tale.
Can I read the next part? It's my favorite.
Go ahead.
The Eternal brought us forth from Egypt with a strong hand and with an outstretched arm, with great terror and with signs of wonder. Thank you.